Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here and today we're throwing it way back. I'm doing a trash or treasure video. I did a few of these trash or treasure videos when I first started my channel around a year ago. I will link those if you want to check them out, but you probably don't want to watch them because I was super terrible at making videos then, and I'm only slightly less bad now. Anyway, this is my version of a disappointing products video. I'm going to share products that did not work for me. I'll tell you why, and I'll also give you an alternative, something that's in the same price range, or a lot of the times they're much less expensive, and they'll be the same kind of product. It's just something that works better for me. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the typical disclaimer that you hear a lot in disappointing products videos. First and foremost, this is no shade towards any of the companies that I mentioned. A lot of these brands make other products that I really love, and sometimes they're even among my favorites. It's just this particular item didn't work for me, and if it works for you, that's awesome. Definitely keep using it. Everybody's different. We have different skin, we have different needs, and at the end of the day, whatever works for you is what you should use. But these things didn't work for me, so I'm gonna give you some better options. Let's start off with a nail polish that really did not work for me at all. It's the Essie Prime and Pop. This is supposed to be kind of a primer base coat that you put down if you want to put like a neon shade or even like a shimmery shade on top to make those colors stand out more. I don't know if I maybe just got a bad bottle, because I've had nothing but good experiences with Essie polishes in the past, but this stuff was so thick and so streaky. I could not get a good base coat to save my life. It was so frustrating. After I painted my nails with this, I was actually mad, and I just took off all my nail polish because this looked so gross. So now when I'm looking for a white or light base coat, I use my Butter London. This is the Butter London and Pantone collection. This is the shade Buttercream. I know it's not like a bright white like the Essie one is, but this works so much better. This applies really evenly. It's not too thick, it's not too thin. I only need 2 coats to fully cover my nail. And unfortunately, the Pantone collection is being discontinued right now. So that's good for you, because this is actually on sale on Butter London's site right now. It's marked down from $10 to $5, where this Essie polish will set you back $9. So not only is this one better in my opinion, but it's also cheaper right now. So sorry Essie, I do love your polishes, but this one just not good. Not good. Let's talk about a foundation that really did not work for me. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation. I had high hopes for this. I really like the packaging. The frosted bottle is really pretty. It has a pump. It's kind of hitting all the right marks from the outside, but this foundation just looked so bad on my skin. It was setting on top of my skin. It didn't look natural at all. I could not blend it out to look natural. There was just nothing that was working. I tried 2 shades and they were super off for me. I typically don't have a problem finding a good shade match in a foundation. Beyond the packaging, this just really was one of the worst foundations I've ever tried. And you would think, I mean, this is only $6, and you would think, what do you expect for a $6 foundation? Well, let me tell you, you can pay $6 and get this Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This was 100 million times better. Now, this isn't like my favorite drugstore foundation or anything like that, but this is so much nicer on my skin. The only thing that I don't like about this foundation is that there's no pump. There's just like this weird paddle thing. So I really don't like the packaging so much, but the product is so much better. I would reach for this with its weird spatula any day over this pretty pump bottle with this terrible foundation inside. Okay, I know I'm gonna catch so much heat for this one. Everybody loves this product. People have been insane for it, and for a while I thought that I was doing something wrong because it was so bad on me. I'm talking about the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I know everybody loves this so much. People swear by this. It's sold out every day, everywhere you go, everywhere you look online, in store, this is always sold out. People rave about it. This stuff looks so bad on me. It's just way too thick. It looks cakey. It looks crackly under my eyes. It's so matte. It doesn't look flattering on me. Hey, the coverage is bomb. I'll give you that. This has insane coverage, but on the under eye, it just looks so horrible. It makes me look old, and I don't feel like I look old. I want you to know, I have tried this so many different ways. I've tried using more, using less, using a brush, using a sponge, using my fingers, using less foundation, more foundation, different primers. Nothing makes this look good on me. Now, don't get upset if you love this and this is like your holy grail, you sleep with it under your pillow. I know, I wanted it to be that way for me, and I love me some Tarte. I love their foundation, I love their mascara, I love their blushes. I just don't love this. I'm sorry, I don't love it. And what's more, this concealer is 25 bucks, 25 bucks. That is a lot of money for a concealer that looks like crap under my eyes. Just saying. When I want something that's gonna be super high coverage, super flawless looking, and not make me look like a wrinkly old mess under my eyes, I'm gonna choose this $9 concealer over Shape Tape any day. This is the Maybelline Master Conceal. This has just as much coverage, but it's so much creamier. It's so much nicer under the eyes. If you're having the same problem that I am with the Shape Tape, just looking too matte and too wrinkly under your eyes, but you want a lot of coverage, try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. Let's talk about beauty sponges now. I absolutely love beauty sponges. As somebody with dry skin, I feel like this makes a world of difference in my makeup routine. I've tried a lot of different sponges, and I gave this one a fair shot. This is the Nyx Sponge. I used this exclusively for at least a month, and it's not terrible at all. It's just nowhere near as good as my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. It's just not as soft. It doesn't give me quite as much of a perfected finish. I really don't think anything can compete with the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge. Plus, the NYX one is more expensive anyway. The NYX sponge is $7.99 and the Real Techniques one is $5.99. So again, not only is this one better for me, but it's also cheaper. We're gonna talk about an eyeshadow palette now, and I have mentioned this in a previous video. I did a first impression on it, and that first impression was not good. This is the Shimmering Nudes palette from Givenchy Beauty. Obviously, the packaging is beautiful. It has a very fancy designer name. At first glance, these shades look really nice. It's a beautiful shade range. Love a good nude eyeshadow palette. Unfortunately, these just did not perform well for me. Huge red flag. I should have known because it came with these sponge tip applicators. Like, what the heck is this? Why? No. These shadows just did not perform well for me. They weren't pigmented. They weren't easy to blend. They weren't easy to work with at all. And this palette cost $66. $66 for 6 shades. $66 for 6 shades. You should not have to work hard. These should basically apply themselves to your eye. I have a couple of palettes to recommend. Honestly, I think just about anything would be better than that Shimmering Nudes palette. But if you're looking for that kind of shade range, definitely go for this. This is the Natural Eyes palette from Too Faced. First of all, it has 9 eyeshadows in it, so you have more to choose from. It's only $36. It still has really cute packaging, and these shades actually perform. Shocker, I know. I also really recommend this palette. This is the Lorac Pro 3 palette. Again, it has a huge range of nude shades. It has mattes and shimmers. These shadows perform beautifully. This palette's $44. $44 for 16 shades that actually work. I am so shocked by this palette. I know a lot of people said, oh, you need to scrape off the top layer, or you need to this or that. I don't want to do that with a $66 eyeshadow palette with 6 shades in it. I shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to do that. You know what you should do? Go get one of these palettes instead, because they're way better. Sorry, I just went in on this palette. I know that. I just don't want you to waste your money on something that sucks. We're gonna talk about a couple lip products now. The first that I wanna mention is the Amore Matte Lip Creams from Milani. Again, I like Milani. Their blushes, gorgeous, bronzers, gorgeous, but this matte lip color is just so dry, so kind of cracked and flaky looking. I love a matte lipstick. I have a very high tolerance for matte liquid lipsticks. I don't find them uncomfortable or unreasonable to wear at all, but I just did not like this formula. I feel like when these first came out, they received a lot of hype on YouTube, on social media in general, and when I finally was able to get my hands on them, I was super disappointed because I just really thought that they looked bad on my lips. These liquid lipsticks retail for around $8, which seems like a good price, but no amount of money is worth a product that doesn't perform well for you. And my alternative is actually, again, much less expensive. For only $5, you can get one of the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit liquid lipsticks. I am a huge fan of these. I did a lip swatch video with all the shades, so I'll link that if you want to see more about this product. I highly, highly recommend these. They're so comfortable, they look great, they wear great, the shade range is great. Plus, again, less expensive. Like, you can't even argue with that. A better product for cheaper. Yes, please. I feel like I might catch some heat for this last product that I want to mention because I know a lot of people are really, really crazy about these, and unfortunately, it just didn't work for me. I'm talking about the Kylie Velvet liquid lipsticks. I did a swatch video with these as well, and when I first wore them, they looked really nice, but as my wear went on, as I tried them more and wore them throughout the day, they just started to look very kind of uneven, patchy, wrinkly, and just not good. I will say that the packaging is beautiful. Kylie always kind of kills it when it comes to packaging, especially for her limited edition items. And I like the shade range a lot. It's just the product itself didn't stand the test of time for me. I would rather reach for my ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips any day over these Kylie Velvets. These are so comfortable. They're not completely transfer proof, neither are the Velvets, but they're very long wearing. They wear off evenly and very gracefully. Plus, these are only $6 each, and there is a huge shade range on ColourPop's website. Whereas the Kylie Velvets, you can buy this set. It was $45 for 4, or she does have individual shades in her velvet lip kits, which comes with 1 velvet liquid lipstick and 1 lip liner, and those are $27 for a liquid lipstick and a lip liner. Am I alone here in thinking that's insane? You could buy 4 ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips for the price that you could buy 1 of Kylie's velvet lip kits. And these look nicer. I don't understand. That's all I have for you today. Again, please don't be offended if I mentioned anything that you loved, but these just didn't work for me for one reason or another. I would really love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you've tried these things. Did they work for you or not? And have you had any kind of product fails lately? As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Anytime you want to talk and say something useful, that'd be great. Blah, blah, blah. Word vomit. Can't. That's that. That's good enough. Now everybody's gonna be like, unsubscribing from me because I don't like Shape Tape. I'm sorry. I wanted to like it. I really, really wanted to like it, but I just don't. I just don't like it. first glance, the shades, son of a bitch. Oh, Kylie. Kylie could sell a used tissue and we'd all be like, this is the best tissue ever. But really though, some of this stuff just sucks. What do you want me to do about it? Don't be mad just because this stuff sucks. Can you really just achieve any sort of professionalism? No, I can't.